Alright, so we're going to start composing now. So remember, composing just means we're going to take two amounts and put them together to make the new amount. So we're going to take the tens and the ones, put them together to compose the number. So this is our number here, right? We have tens and then we have our ones. So how many, this is how you're going to compose your number. So I'm going to put the number right here. This is going to be our number that we composed. So how many tens do we have? We have 110, right? So we're going to write 110 equals, so what does 110 equal? Does it equal just 1? No, right? Because it's a 10. Every 10 is 10 units. So 110 equals 10. So we have 110 equals 10. How many ones do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 ones. And how much does 6 ones equal to? So we have 6 ones. Each one is just 1 unit, so we just have 6. And so the number that is composed, so we have, we're going to write it over here. So we have 6 ones and 110, right? We have 110 equals 10, and then 6 ones equals 6. So 10 plus 6 is 16. So you can look at it like that by just adding the total tens and ones that you have. The total, if you add the total tens and ones that you have, it'll be 16. And you can also put it here, you can put 6 tens and 6 ones and 1 10. So the composed number is 16. And remember, we have 6 ones that equals to 6 and 1 10 that equals 10. That's why in total, the composed number, when you put the tens and the ones together, is 16. So you have 16 in total here. Okay, so this is the next one. So now we have just 2 tens. That's going to be our number that we're going to compose. So this one, we're going to compose it in 2 different ways. So this is going to be the first way that we're going to compose it, and then we'll do another one over here. So the first way, we're going to end up with the number that we composed down here. Okay, so how many tens do we have? We have 2 tens, right? And what does 2 tens equal? What is the total of 2 tens? Remember, each 10 is 10. So we have 10, 20. So the total of 2 tens is 20. And how many ones do we have? We don't have any ones, right? So this is where it's going to stay. So we have 2 tens and we don't have any ones. And then the total amount that you have is 20. So the total that you have here is 20. That's how you compose the number 20. So remember, there's 2 ways you can look at it. 2 tens equals 20, and 20 is the total, or you have 0 ones and 2 tens. So, but you want to just remember that this part is really important, because you have to know that 2 tens equals 20. So that means that the value of 2 and the 20 is 20. So the total would be 20. Now let's compose it in another way. So we have, I'm going to take this off. We have 2 tens, right? Another way that we can compose it is by turning one of these tens into ones. So we're going to take a 10 and bring it to the 1. So if we do that, how many ones do I draw? So how many ones are in a 10? There's 10 ones in a 10, right? So we're going to bring it over here, and that means we're going to draw 10 ones. So we have 10 ones now on this side, right? So this 10 is now over here. This 10 is the same thing as these 10 ones. We just brought it over here. So this 10 is not here anymore. It's gonna be over here. But it used to be here, right? Now it's over here. It's the same thing. So now how many 10s do we have? We have 110, right? And 110 equals to how much? To 10, because remember, each 10 is the total of 10, so we have 10. And then how many ones do we have over here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 ones, right? Because we moved the 10 over here, we put it over here. So we have 10 ones. And what does 10 ones equal to? What is the total of 10 ones? It is 10 because each one is 1 unit. So we just have 10. So now we have 110 equals 10. So we have 10. And then 10 ones equals 10. So we have plus 10. That equals to 20. So the number that you compose is 20. So you compose the number 20, but in two different ways. So here you had 2 10s equals 20, and that's the number that you composed. And over here you did 1 10 equals 20, and then 10 ones equal 20. So that means that 10 plus 10 equals 20, and then the number that you compose is 20 because of that. So it's the same thing. The only difference is that you brought a 10 to the ones place. So that made 10 ones. But it's all going to equal to the same number, which is 20. Alright, so this is the next one we're going to do. So, once again, we're going to compose the number in two different ways. And this is where we're going to write the number. Okay, ready? So, we have, how many 10s do we have? We have 2 10s. 2 10s equals to what? What's the total amount of 2 10s? It is 20, right? 10, 20, 20. Then how many ones do we have? We have 3 ones. And what is the total amount of 3 ones? Each one is worth 1, right? So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 in total. So we have 2 10s equals 20. And 3 ones equals 3. We have a total of 23, right? Because 2 10s equals 20. So we have 20 in total for the 10s. 3 ones equals 3. We have 3 total for the ones. So if you compose them, put them together, we have a total of 23. And we have 3 ones and 2 10s. Okay, now let's compose it in a different way. So now we are let's take a 10 and we're gonna bring it to the ones place. So how many ones am I gonna draw for a 10? How many ones are there in 1 10? There's 10, right? So we're gonna draw 10 ones. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So remember, this 10 is now over here. It's not here anymore. It's over here. It's the 10 ones, same thing as a 10. So now, how many 10s do we have? We have 1 10, right? Just this one. This one's over here with the ones. So 1 10 equals how much? What is the total of 1 10? 10. Because there's 10 units in a 10. So this one is 10. And how many ones do we have over here? Let's count them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you have 13 ones. And what is the total of 13 ones? Each one is a unit, so it equals to 13. So you have 1 10 equals 10. So the total of 1 10 is 10. And then you're going to add 13 ones. The total of 13 ones is 13 because they're each 1 unit. So that's a total of 23 if you add the numbers together. So once again, you have 3 ones and 2 tens, right? But for this one, you have 10 ones and a 10, and the total of a 10 is 10, and 13 ones, the total of 13 ones is 13. So the total you will have 23.